Alright, so let me paint you a picture. You've been away for a weekend, you unlock your house and you hear a noise that you know isn't right. You walk into your lounge, bam, with carpet. How do we deal with it? Hey guys, Cam here from the Fish Room, and today we're talking about the unfortunate event of when you have a spill from your aquarium and it goes onto your carpet. Sometimes it's avoidable, other times it's not, but either way, it's a good chance most people have had it happen or will have it happen at least once in their fish keeping career. So today, let's work out what we can do. So if you've not been here before, our channel is all about the aquarium hobby, aquariums, tropical fish, fish keeping, and all that sort of stuff. So if it sounds like you, please bang on that subscribe button. If you've got any questions, bang them into the comments below, and please feel free to share our video if you enjoy it. Right, let's get on to the cleanup. So the first thing that I do is I get my carpet shampooer, and I try and draw as much water out of the carpet as I possibly can. I used to use towels, but I found towels didn't actually work that well. It left more of an issue than what it actually resolved. So I bought myself a carpet shampooer, and that's the first thing I do. I just draw as much water as I can out. I'm actually looking at getting a wet-dry vacuum as well, because I think that might work even better. But for the time being, carpet shampoo is going to be what I'm using. So that's the first step. I get a carpet shampoo, drag out as much water as I can, and go from there. Depending on the size of the spill, this could take up to 2 or 3 hours. It's quite a time-consuming process, but it's better in the long run. Next thing I do is I heat the space. So I'm in the lounge of my home, so I lit the fire, got there absolutely roaring, and I also had a little fan heater going right beside the spill, not on the spill because water and power aren't the best mix, but I got it pretty close to the spill. So trying to heat the area as much as possible and try and extract as much of the water out, dry it off as much as possible. In the summer you don't normally need to do this, but in the winter it's very, very vital to do so. So I actually shut all my curtains and shut my door and got the thing cranking, and it was incredibly hot in here, but it helped. So once I've begun drawing the water off the carpet with a wet dry vacuum or a carpet shampoo, I then heat the room as much as I physically possibly can. The next step in what I do is I turn my dehumidifier on. Yep, put the dehumidifier on and just keep it running until the bucket gets full, and then I empty the bucket and then I do it again. The reason behind this is just drawing as much moisture out as you can. I had it going for about a week before I really thought the carpet was dry, but the spill that I've just had was about 150 litres, so it's fairly large. But yeah, dehumidifier went on, and that worked on getting the carpet dry as well. Next step is that I get a fan of some description, whether it be a big fan, a small fan, just a fan, and I just continue to point it towards where the spill was. The reason behind that is just air movement. You want to continue to push the air around. I've had a spill before and I've got professional carpet cleaners in, and basically all they did is put really, really large industrial fans into the area. So even if I've got small fans, it's going to do better than nothing. In the case of the spill that I've just had, I put the fan behind the aquarium, between the wall and the aquarium, down that little channel that everyone's got, you know, your arm space, to try and push some more of the air through that way. Airflow is key. I find it really essential. Kind of like water flow in the aquarium, airflow just helps circulate the heat around, but it also continues to dry off things a little bit more. So the next thing I do, like I said, get your fan going, get that going. So we're now a couple days in, and yep, it begins to smell. So what do I do now? If my carpet is dry enough, I'll use the carpet shampooer with a anti-odor treatment in it. Often it's not. Today it's definitely not. So what I do now is I light things like incense or powdery carpet smelling stuff away from the wet area, because dry stuff and wet stuff ain't going to mix very well. My partner has a lot of those oil burning things, so I've just put them in there to try and get the odor away. And now that I've had the fire going for a couple of days and the room really warm, I open everything up and then begin to air it out to try and get the smell out as well. The smell is almost inevitable if you spill fish tank water on your carpet. It's normally about day 2 to day 3 is when it really gets bad. So this is the point. I've still got my dehumidifier on, but I've got all the doors and all the windows open trying to air the house out now as well. A week in, The dehumidifier has been running 24/7. It's winter, so we've had the fire going on at night, so the house has been really warm. During the day, the windows and the doors have been open, so we've been airing out the house. The fan has been pushing the air behind the aquarium, and the carpet is now actually dry. The smell is gone, so that is a bonus, and the carpet is dry. Now's the time that I get my carpet shampoo out and I put any antibacterial type of treatment into it, and then once I've done that one, I then put an anti-odor one through it as well, and then from that point, we're done. Nice and simple.